Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the breakfast show. It's always been good to come back again, and as you can see, I was kind of away, busy with the couple of engagement that we have, and I have the time now to come back and share with you what we have for our SMARTRobie. Do take note, due to my work commitment now as a digital investment licensed advisor, as many of you may have known, our company TradeVSA has been granted the license to be a digital investment advisor, DIA. So that's a new horizon, the kind of work that we are doing, and as such, a lot of our work are regulated by the Securities Commission. So just want to share with this good news that many of you may not be aware of. All right, so let's get on to what we have for you this morning, especially for this episode. We'll be talking about onboarding for first-time user for SMARTRobie. And if you're first time listening to this, being a first-time user for SMARTRobie, and for those of you who are new, or even some of you have more experience, I think this will be another more like catching up with some of the things that you may not know of. All right, so let's get down to our agenda this morning. So this morning our agenda will be touching on part of our SMARTRobie tutorial series. I think we can sort of do this all into 3 series over 3 Monday week. So this will be the first one in here. We want to keep it short, keep it snappy, and of course some of you would have some question that you wanted to ask. Feel free to put it into our comment boxes, and I will get on to what we have. So for our SMARTRobie tutorial series on this onboarding, many of you know you can download the SMARTRobie app from the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store. So those are the things. And of course, if you are first time user, you can go on. Let me just bring up the SMARTRobie screen that you have here. So this is the main screen that you usually get, and once you're logged in, you can see there are a couple of things on top here. Okay, you can see my mouse, which is pretty good. So here is the 4 exchange that you get: Bursa, and then you have the US here. Okay, then you have the SGX, and also you have the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So those are the 4 exchanges that you have. And of course, right at the middle is our regular notification sort of notice board for any of you. We do have our alert. It's already up and running. We are still testing it. And of course, you have your credit in here. And don't forget, the bottom right hand side just below here is a very important thing, is the menu. Okay, so you hit on that menu and it'll take you to a menu list. You can subscribe to the monthly pass. All right, that's the one which is 9 ringgit 90 cents, that you get unlimited, okay, unlimited exchange for 4 stock exchange in here for 1 month. Then you have your wallet, which you can check for the number of transactions that you have done in here. So you just take a while as it goes to fetching from the database server, and it'll tell you what kind of transaction that you have done and so forth. So this usually takes a while to bring those data to you. All right, so these are, I've just subscribed the monthly passes and 2 credit, and so you can see the whole list of the things that you have done before. Then you also have your inbox referral. Referral is kind of important because it actually tells you you want to share your referral. Okay, in this case it's 4857, and every time a person downloads it, you get 100 credit. Okay, of course 500 credit is a monthly pass, so you can always share to 5 people and to grow the so-called database, right? And then we have the FAQ, which is also very important. This is the so-called place when you want to get all your tutorial in here, how to use SMARTRobie. They have a quick guide. We have the Chinese version. We also have the Bursa version. And because we are regulated, so it's also important that we get your feedback, any complaints. So for any feedback, you can use the user feedback. And again, upon regulated, we need to declare the users need to, so first time if you are logging in, you probably have to declare your profile, whether you're beginner, and we have some definition here, intermediate, and also advanced. It's more like you're declaring what level you are. If you're unsure, just use beginner, but do take note, some of the information that you have will probably be alerting you that this is for advanced user. And again, this is complying to the regulators. SmartRobie also give fresh trading idea every 20 minutes with the ST2, okay, trade idea in here. So again, there's no guaranteed in a lot of our trade idea in here. Some of these you can just open up, stop comment, and take a look at it yourself in here. Of course, our very famous green pentagon, which you see on top here. On top here is the buy signal. Now we can call it a buy signal. For the green pentagon, red is a sell signal, which is what we can do right now. Then we have our sign of strength. All right. Of course, if you want to know more what is CNS, LC, Spring, there is a glossary here which will take you to another website, or you can watch our video tutorials. Lots of video tutorials that I've done in the past that are also our methodology, right? And stock target profit in here. Usually we talking about 1 month high, 3 month high, weekly, overnight target price will be revised to this price. And then we usually use R1, resistance refer to TP, target profit at week high or 1 month high, whichever the higher price. Resistance 2 will be your even higher 1 month high and 3 month high. And of course, we have our support one, which is usually referred to your cut loss level. Right? Cut loss level is important. So you ensure that you still have enough bullets, right? Enough bullets to continue trading. I think that's important. We also listed down the limitation of the algorithm in here. Do take a look in, and the risk inherent using the technology that we have. We also done some 5 years back testing in here, so we kind of sharing, especially we have our autonomous trading bot that's using Pentagon Guide to trade. You can check out the results on our website, but usually what we do, we trade over yearly, the last 5 years, with a virtual portfolio of $50,000 in here. We also calculated the win rate calculation, because right now for each specific stocks, where it is KGB, Public Bank, United Plantation, Dialog, we have the win rate, which we back tested to almost 1.5 years ago in here. And also not to forget is the hot sectors, how we label the hot sectors in here, some happy testimonial, and also disclaimer. All right, so that is the so-called slightly long version of the FAQ. And for live support, you can just WhatsApp to the business group there, and this is my WhatsApp. All right, then the legality, we also have the voucher, right? Any voucher that you have, you can redeem them. And also if you do have survey. Now this is also important sometimes when you contact our back end, okay, or our support, and usually they will ask for your profile details. Screenshot of this one and send it back to us so we can fix some of the issue that you may have, okay? And that's a chat setting is pretty something you can look at during your own time. So this is the front screen that you get, and of course we will probably dedicate another session for the watch list. All right, so this is a watch list for me. You can set up the watch. A portfolio is still under construction, so if you just go into your watch list, you'll see full watch list that I have, right? But I'll keep that for another session. But in this session, I want to touch on the KLCI market today, as well as the first time tutorial. Now if you look on top here, there's an I here, right? So if you're a first time user, you want to click on this I here. This will show you whatever we have on the available tutorial on YouTube about the performance in January to June. Now the performance of Pentagon Guide, we just publish it on our website. This was just a tutorial that I done. Some hot sectors, how-to tutorial, right? Difference between Pentagon Guide and Robie FA section. So the whole list goes on, and I do believe some of these are older one. As you scroll below, these are the older one, but it will be very beneficial to you being a beginner or starting off, especially onboarding on the SmartRobie. Now let's take a look at the SmartRobie. So once you can see the highlighted Bursa here, and then you click on the Robie's chat, just using your fingers, that will take you to the standard main menu. Now, in our main menu, we have 6 main menu here. Those are the 6 menu, and then we have one more sub menu, right, which is actually the individual stocks. So it's pretty easy to use. We don't have too many application in here. We make it especially for the new beginner, helping them to time their stocks with our buy call, so they are able to make consistent profit following the rules, right, as what should a trader be doing in here. So we have a 6 menu in here. The main menu, KLCI market today. Just basically look at what has happened over the last 1 hour. Again, our market information are delayed 20 minutes. The charts are delayed 20. Then we have the Robie FA collection. Robie FA stand for, it is fundamental analysis. So these are stocks that rated 4, 5, 6, and 7. As a matter of fact, some of the analysts that usually see, human analysts, okay, when they do up a lot of the report, analysts, and if you notice certain stocks, right, whether they say this is a good fundamental stocks, and you will also notice in Robie FA, they will probably have rating of 5, 6, and 7 rating. So those are the good ones, especially if you are beginner and you find it very difficult to cut loss, right? Some of these stocks may be beneficial to you. Then we have the ST2 daily stock. ST2 stand for stage 2, which we'll cover maybe in our next tutorial. Then not to forget Pentagon Guider, right? That's a very good one. And then ST2 intraday are those stocks generally may turn Pentagon in the morning or in the afternoon. We'll capture that, and they tend to be more for advanced students, and then going to the hot sectors. All right, so first of all, we'll just touch on the KLCI today. So once you go to KLCI today, you can see the whole screen just pops up. Basically what it shows you is a readout from the last closing, which is 11 October, which was last Friday. The market was down 0.5%, minus 7 points. Market considered to be weak. Okay, the KLCI is still in orange trend zone, weak mode. Be careful at the downtrend may reverse, so look for further confirmation in here. Since the red pentagon, you know, the market is down minus 0.6%. This morning EAH seems to be the very active, but there's only 1 cent. K group, usually a lot of the very active one are these. Oh, look at that, public bank, a lot of people are buying, right? 2% up. Then we have Patama, which fell a lot, right? There was a limit down, I think, for Patama in there. IFCA Mercedes down 12% in here. Oh, Patama also up 5%. Then we have the big gainer, usually looking at the price like 42 cents, FNN, United Plantation, right, and Hong Leong Bank. Then we have the big decliner. Wow, WNG. Okay, this is down 41%. That's a lot, right? 41%. For stock. I think POC we did, that's what this kind of small penny stocks, if you notice, you have to take profit if you are trading them, right? Else you're going to go through this big sell-off in here, and it's very painful. Quality is dropped 13%, but the reason is, you see, decliner just goes by the ringgit amount, right? 23 cents, 22 cents, 16 cents. Bursa is 12% in here, and Pi is 11% here. All right. So we can also look at the chart. So this is a chart is important, and let me just bring out the chart for you here, and you can see rotate it up, then it'll be much better. So here you can definitely see two very distinctly trend zone, right? The orange one that you see here, this is the orange trend zone. That usually means it's sort of trending down or likely to bias to the downside. And we have the red pentagon, which did came out on the 12th of September. So the 12th of September was this stock here, and since then it's pretty spot on. The market actually went down, and when it turned green pentagon was on the 19th of August. So we've been, you know, sideways market towards down below that. And I did say earlier on the 1640 was this level, very important, this 1640 level here, which you see here. Of course, you can turn around your phone, and then you can see it's that level in here. And now we are 1638. So as much as it, you also notice there were 3 upthrusts. You can see here, right? UT bar, these 2 UT bar here, these are your upthrust bar, and every time when you get this kind of upthrust bar, generally refer to the sign of weakness, which the market likely to move downwards in here. So some of the caution thing you want to take note is perhaps you might want to stay out in the market until you get some sort of a bullish confirmation from the main index. This is the main index, the KLCI. So you need the KLCI main index to be resonating on the background before you want to be buying on this in here. Else, market continue to fall lower. So that's all you need to do. Every day you want to log in and check out and activate also the monthly pass that you can access not only the KLCI, you can also access the SGX, the Hong Kong stock, and also the US S&P 500 in here. All right. So let's get on to the normal mode of our chart here. So that's the KLCI, and of course if you see any stocks big gainer in here, first thing you'll notice that even with the big gainer, some of them are red pentagon. Okay, red pentagon, this just turned red pentagon on the 7th, on the 8th, on the 18th. Okay, let me just scroll down. MBI turned green pentagon right on the 13th of September, but it's been down since then. Okay, so this one is still down. All right, then you got Patama turn red pentagon, and since red pentagon is down minus 4.8%, EAC, those are 1 cent. Usually you get a lot of issues. Market, this is 13th of September, PIE industrial still green pentagon, but I think it's also falling. That you don't get any of the buy call from the KLCI market today. You get it from the Pentagon Guider. So which is we're gonna, how do you determine the entry level, which is I get a very common question, but I'm not going to answer this question, but I'm just going to put it up on the audience here so you can use the SmartRobie Pentagon. But usually our entry level is the next bar of the Pentagon Guider, or 1 or 2 bars after that, which means you have 2 more days after the green Pentagon. So let's say the green pentagon comes out on Monday, you got Tuesday and Wednesday to enter. The validity of the buy call will only for 2 days. The 2 days in here, we also have probably entry level. So those are something we are working on. Eventually it will be available on the trading plan. All right. So in our sub menu, we actually have 6. Okay, let me just go on to a particular stock. Later on, maybe I'll just put public bank. All right, and you hit send and you'll get 6 options. So here, let me just bring out the, all right. So from here you have 6 options: chart and live stock prices. And then you have stock chart. All right, that's my phone. You got stock fundamental, trading plan, exit strategy, and news. Let's take a look at the news, which generally we will look at it. And you can see public shock on the video of, okay, public, okay, this is acquisition of LPI, public bank marches on, KLCI dip 5 points because of public bank, and 2-month low of overhang. So these are the news that the SmartRobie try to pick up too. So those will sort of give you, and also the sentiment, look at the sentiment on top, right? Very, very negative. So the AI SmartRobie able to read these news and make a sentimental analysis whether the headline is good or not, and midday and the region decline, those kind of things. That's what you get, a very negative headline. So it doesn't, you don't have to read for it. SmartRobie will read it for you. All right. So this is the 6th menu that we talk about. So what I want to share with you this morning is the Pentagon Guider. All right. So the Pentagon Guider. So I can just click on this menu. You can see the little 6 sign here. Click on that one, Ask SmartRobie, and you go back to main menu. Once you go back to main menu, you'll see this 6 sign here, and that's where our focus is. All right. So for this tutorial, I just want to take through the buy call for this morning, Pentagon Guider, and you can see we have how many do we have? We have 10. All right. And of course, there are some guidelines here for best results. Select between the green Pentagon and Pentagon flow between 50 to 80%. So this one you can see 90%, CIMB 90%, 87%. So time.com not too bad. 80%, 81 YTL power. Oh, YTL power finally turning green Pentagon. Front can 85, 91, 90, 90. All right. So MYDG is turning green Pentagon too. Let's take a look at that one. So in order to look at each of these buy call, you can click on the number 0136. It will take you to here, and then first thing you want to look at the so-called the condition of the stocks. Okay. Then you want to type in the stock comment and chart, right? And first thing you'll notice is the win rate. All right, the win rate tells you that MYG has a win rate of 36.4% with Green Pentagon since 13th of April 2023. So 11 back-tested trades so far. So this does tells you the confidence level of the Pentagon guider in here. So generally I would say that you have around maybe 45%, maybe a better trade. But then again, a lot of these stocks can also go up. You can see, and let me just bring up the big chart here and flip it. All right, so you can see from here, when once I flip it, the chart, you can see a lot of time whenever the, let's go back to 6 months. You click on the 6-month chart. With the exception, there was only one major win, which was around May timeframe or April timeframe. You can mouse it over in here, and that's where I think there was some news on MYG. But then since then, the floor hit $1.10 and then come back to 90 cents. It's supported at 90 cents. Of course, you have the global financial sell-off that was on August 4, but since then been hovering here. Every time there's a green Pentagon, there is still a lot of distribution. But bear in mind, the MYG still, it is a pretty good stocks. I believe it's a fundamental rating of 5, but I'm not going to cover it, but I'll do it on another session. Okay, of course, you want to look at other stocks. And do take note, the Pentagon guider are sorted with the lowest price right at the top. Okay, so number 1 will be the lowest price, which is MYG at 92 cents. And if you scroll to the buy call for the last one, in this case, let me just switch back to off here. Yeah, switch back to, you can see it better. This is where you will see the buy call for time.com and Suncon, all this, okay? So maybe next time I'll create a big zoom one, then you can see it better, all right? Else it's a bit too small here. So Sign Property, so again, you will look into MBank, which is the hot one, okay? So these are just turning green Pentagon. But one thing that caught my attention here is the rubber glove. So generally, if you follow my morning newsletter that I send out to many of you, those are the sectors you want to be looking at. So definitely rubber glove 7153, and it's turning green Pentagon. So that's the one interesting. Okay, let's look at Kosan now. You can see Kosan. Let's look into how to read the volume spread analysis, which is done by SmartRobie. If you don't just look at the what we call the win rate, right, as well as the Pentagon flow. All right, so Pentagon flow, since current green Pentagon is 8th of October, actually turned 8th of October already, okay, 8th of October. So you can see from here is in blue trend zone, strong mode, right? And so let's click on this one here. You can see it's still going up, all right? So you can see from here, right now it's still around 2 ringgit 10 cent, all right? 2 ringgit 10 cent, which is, okay, let me just switch this, right? 2 ringgit 10 cent. That is also on some positive news that came out that the US has lifted a lot of the restriction on the Malaysian rubber glove. So that is prompting these stocks has upside, but cannot go too high also, okay? But downside is already there. So usually once the downside been removed, there's a lot of upside in here. Now, once you have Kosan, many other stocks like Hata also work very similarly. So you can put in the Hata, type Hata here. Again, let me just go back to the normal one, hit. Okay, and you can look at stock chart, stock comment before I rotate the chart for you. So you can see Hata has a 58.3% green Pentagon win, okay, which is very good, okay. Then you have the, so you also have the, so just turned green Pentagon 1st of October, right, and it's up 2% on last Friday, okay. So hit the stock chart, stock comment, and turn it, yep, it's very nice, you can see, since the turning, it actually turned green Pentagon on the, what date is that? 1st of October, yeah, that's right. And since then, been moving up. I think it's very nice. Taken out the uptrust, you can see that. That is also strength coming into the market. All right, so that's a phone. Then you can always kind of use it and watch into the market in here. All right. So let's look one more. Okay, let's look one more stock trade idea that is generated from the Pentagon Guider in here. Then you have MBank. Okay, MBank is already 5 ringgit 20 cents. Let's look at the stock chart, stock comment. All right, so MBank has a 36.4%. Okay, 36.4%. So it says here, market condition is considered to be strong. Just turn green Pentagon. Look for trading menu for details. Okay, trading menu for details. That's where usually our next buy call will be up. So just 11th of October, which actually was, I think, Thursday. So you can click on here, 36.4, and I'm going to rotate the chart. So you can see here a very nice one, green Pentagon, and then start to pick up from here. I think this one is going to retest back this 5 ringgit 20 cents here, and looking good, right? As more investment, foreign direct investment are pouring into the country, I think that's going to be good. So check out all this. You can also look at the fundamental and then decide from there some of these trades that you're going to be making. Okay. So that's all I want to cover this morning in here. Keep it short and snappy. And of course, Pentagon Guider powered SmartRobie, all the buy call in here. Stage 2 shares, we will keep it for next session, next Monday in here. But basically, it does refer to stocks that is continuing to move higher. All right, continuation of an uptrend. And also hot sectors, we also cover in the next segment in here, just to give you a bit of preview. Right, hot sectors, if you look into the chart, let me just bring up here. It basically tells you the sectors which is hot. You can look at the second and the third one. Consumer, healthcare is number 5. It's coming in soon, right? Of course, you can also look at the fully Bursa chart here, and you can look. This is the one sorted out nicely in here. All right, so just hit that bit lit. That one will take you to the stock price. So that's all we want to cover. Don't forget to subscribe to our daily newsletter and our unique proposition. Pentagon Guider generate the buy call and the sell call instantly when you see the green Pentagon in here. All right, and also don't forget check out the watch list. There's still a little bit of challenge going ahead, and we are trying to fix this as it is. But if you have any issues with the watch list, do send us a support. All right, and a little about your issues, addressing it in here, and we will look into it. But more importantly, the watch list on the SmartRobie will give you the green and red Pentagon. All right, and it's on the in-app notification, right? So whenever there's a green Pentagon, you'll be alerted in here. Especially some of you may have a favorite stock for the US and also for the Bursa, and also usually our Monday we will do our US market in here. This coming Wednesday, focus will be on SmartRobie in here. Ask me anything on SmartRobie and how to tutorial. All right. So our WhatsApp support here is 010-266-9761, or you can just go over to the apps, look for the live support, and we will send us in there. Don't forget to sign up for our free daily newsletter and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thank you for coming. Great reviews in here. And if you have any stocks that you want me to review using the SmartRobie charts, I'm happy to do so. Right? Just want to see many of you, at least some of your issues are satisfied, and happy trading, happy investing going forward. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being a SmartRobie user.